人安。然后今天有一点难听，因为是我要用英文，因为我中文太烂。So switch, okay, English. So now everyone must pay attention, right? Okay. So let's first start right away with the topic. Today I want to cover and talk about is identity. 你们知道 identity 对不对 ？Yeah, yeah. Okay. 好。So we can start by figuring out who am I and where am I from? What am I doing in Taiwan? What's my back? Hey, how many of you guys, where do you think I'm from? You can just yell it out. Australia. 有口音吗？好 ，Australia， 然后还有吗 ？UK， You cheat, but I'm not actually from Malaysia. 好 ，Any more guesses? Spain. I'm very surprised no one say ABC or anything like that because that's usually the stereotype. But okay, I like Australia. That's cool. Anyway, but no. So my background is my mom's from Malaysia and my baba is from mainland. But when they growing up, when they were young, they were in the UK. So they lived in England over 20 years. And then they met there, they got married, studied, everything, and then moved over to Germany. And that's where I was born. So I was born in Germany. And I lived there for maybe 7 years. Actually, Rey is a fake name. It's not real. My real name is Chinese. It's Ren An, actually. So they never gave me a legal English name. And in Germany, their 口音, everything is different, every country for the accent. And so my name is not Ren An in Germany. It is Renan. 他们喜欢 R, 对. So for 7 years, I'm Renan for 7 years. So sad. Yeah. And then after that, I moved over to US and I moved to Tennessee. Tennessee 嘛，你们知道吗？就是南部的部分。So 他们有这个 cowboy accent. We like to talk like this. I'm a cowboy. 对，好。So my name was Rain Ann for 6 years. Okay, so my name there also different, not Ren An, so Ren An. And then after that, I moved to New York. Also, New York, they have a very strong English accent. They like to talk like this. How you doing? You know, it's very strong. So my name there is Run On. So Run On for more than 10 years because I live in the northeast area near New York. So yeah, so sad. Still, my name Ren An will never be used, right? So. And then I went to study in New Jersey, and there I meet a lot of people because the university in America is huge, maybe times 50 of 静宜大学. Not even joking, my school is huge. And you meet a lot of people every day, and it's always like, oh, what's your name? Hey, what's up? Ren An. What? Wait, you have Chinese name? Can you speak Chinese? But you're born in Germany. I'm so confused. 就是很累告诉他我的故事. So then some people call me Rey An, Rey An, Rey An, Rey An, and I'm just like, oh, okay, just call me Rey. So Rey was born when I was in university, like long time ago. I'm pretty old. And so I started to use Rey only when I'm studying in the university. And then after that, it just stuck. Very simple, 1 syllable, 3 letter, Rey. It's very easy to remember. And I picked the E because 你们知道 WWF 吗？是 WWE 这个 entertainment sport. And there's a cool wrestler. His name is Rey Mysterio. 他是很 legend, the wrestler. And his name is R-E-Y. And I like him. And also Rey means king in Spanish. So I just think, okay, cool. Because R-A-Y 有很多人用. So 有点无聊. No offense, any Rey, sorry. So then I moved to DC and I worked also in New York and DC for some time. So I was always Rey. Then finally, I decided to come to Taiwan. So time to live in Asia because I am Asian background. So when I come here, I'm really excited. You guys can say Ren An, right? Ren An. So I'm so happy. Finally, people can use my name. But Taiwan love English name so much. I have a 兄弟 and 就是第一年我认识他名字是 Jack. And I don't see him a long time. And the year after, I said, oh, yo, what's up, Jack? He's like, oh, no, Daniel. I was like, what happened? He changed his name. So, and I realized a lot of actually Taiwanese love to use English names. So every time I say, oh, 我是人安, and Ray's just nickname. Oh, so Ray, oh, Ray. Oh, so I've been in Taiwan for 5 years, so it's also still, I am not Ren An, I'm just Ray, so sad. Anyway, so that's my background. And it's sort of, I say like a identity crisis, right? Like, oh, who am I? What's my name? I don't know who I am. But that leads me to talk about life identity. What is our life identity? And this is for everyone, right? How do we identify ourselves? So maybe my thing is not so much about name, right? It's about more than that. So first I can start off by saying the question I want to challenge you, sort of the big topic of what are we chasing after? What are we running after, right? What is our identity? What is our purpose? Most of you guys, all of you guys are students, very young, so you're probably in your mind, what's next, what to do, right? So that's the question will lead up to that. Now I can take you through a little bit of my career. So when I was first studying and working part-time in the university, I was doing a lot of internships in the New York area. So I worked with some companies like Siemens, then in the music industry like MTV, and then sports, ESPN. So I was doing a lot of media communication internship, get a lot of exposure. It was great. And I spent that time while I was in the university working. And then after I graduated, I started to go into management because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And actually, they recruited me, and I was just like, to do what? Sell clothes? I'm like, come on, right? How hard can that be? But to run a store is not easy. So I just took it because I wasn't sure whether I want to go study my MBA or just still find another job or something. So I just said, okay, take the job for now, make some money, but it's not my future goal, right? But when I joined it, I realized how much value there was in managing just a small store. I had a team of 30 people, so I managed 30 people. I have 3 assistants, and then I had to deal with the corporate HQ, right? And actually, it's a lot of work just for a small store, maybe the size of small, like half a Uniqlo. I don't know how big Uniqlo in Taichung is, but you go to a Uniqlo, maybe half the store was my first store that I managed. Then after that, I go to bigger store. 就是美西百货 is maybe the size of a Sogo. So 你们知道 Sogo 吗？是 yeah. So like a big department mall. So I managed that. So it went from small to very big. So it went from half a Uniqlo to maybe 5 Uniqlo. I don't know. And that was very challenging at that time. But I can tell you here is where I learned most of my skill and why I can still do what I do today. And it's surprising because that was the thing I didn't focus my mind was going to be my future, but the most learning came from there. And that's why it's unexpected. You never know what you're going to do, what job you do. Later you realize, wow, it's very useful. It's actually helped me learn and build. Like maybe now you go to class, you're learning, you're doing tests, have hobbies, and you don't feel in the moment you're learning, you're getting better. You don't feel it. But maybe next year you will look back and say, wow, I've really changed or progressed. So it's take time, and even your mind is not there, it will still somehow be progress. So just stay always positive with what you're doing. Then after that, this is more in my Taiwan time, I decided to do more research. I don't really like managing people because it's a lot of conflict and sometimes drama. 我不喜欢 drama. 我的中文名字是仁爱 peace, okay, not drama. And managing is quite difficult, especially when you were young at that time. I'm young at that time, and I manage people who are older than me, so maybe have some conflict, and also culture. So I decided, let me do something different. So I went back to study my MBA. That's why I came to Taiwan, and I came in 2014. And I'm at the 元智大学，你们听过吗 ？YZU 对，在内坜桃园 Yep. And I went there, studied my MBA, started doing a lot of research projects with different government entity, and got a lot of good experience. And actually, I don't expect to have any jobs coming here because my Chinese was 0 when I came here my first year. And I thought I have to start from beginning, maybe find internship again because I'm studying. But I'm lucky to find good mentor, good professor. They really helped me to go, give me the chance to be in the industry. So I was at the Wisely Capitals, the first logo, and they are a VC. 你们听过 venture capital 吗？是 VC， 是投资工作。So I went there, got a lot of experience how to see new companies, whether they can really be the next big company, they can grow, make a lot of money and things like this. So it was a really awesome job. And my boss there, he actually gave me chance to do startup. So I do 2 startup inside the company. And actually it's low risk because I'm not an external startup. So why am I so lucky, to have that position and job? So I did that for about 2 to 3 years. And but it was still difficult for me to adapt to Taiwan because my language is still bad till now. But I still have to figure out how do I push to find myself to be here because I love Taiwan, I want to stay here. And I can always just go back to US or Europe and try to find work there. But somehow, I don't know, something still want me to keep here in Taiwan. So keep trying. And that leads me to now. So currently what I'm doing is, I don't know if you've heard of the PFP, Baowo. They have company called Power for Point and BFA. We consult a lot of the corporation, how to do the 简报, the presentation, also how to do PPT, for example, or public speaking. So like me, I should coach myself, Chinese speaking. So the BFA is called before after. So if someone can come give the speech before, and we don't train them, and then they do one event like this, and then maybe next month PU Talk, they come back and they are after speaker because we trained them during that time. So I think that's a really cool job to have, and I'm also lucky to find this position, and I get chance to meet a lot of cool company, big company, and startup company, and coach them how to pitch. The pitch is to find the 投资 if they want to get money for their company. And now I'm still teaching in the元智大学 last semester. I teach some business management class, but use English, of course. So, yeah. And studying my PhD currently, and I'm in my 3rd year studying my PhD. So still trying to figure out my life in Taiwan. So that's where I am. But I sort of grouped it based on like the different type of goal I'm trying to grow, right? First here, I think I grow my management skills. So I always chasing the same type of job, the same area. Then research skill, right? So I also here in this time, I just focus on research. And then now I focus on take my skill and see if it's value for people. I don't know whether it's help them or not, but I keep trying doing this way. So for me, it's I identify my career path by what my goal to learn my skills and apply. Yep. So during the internship, I think what I realized I was trying to do was I was trying to chase status. Status is like 有名, there's a reputation. So that's why I want to go to MTV. I want to go to ESPN. 西门子牌子, oh, it's big name, right? But when I'm there, I'm nobody. I'm just a small person. And actually, I don't think I'm learning a lot to be higher level. So that was the problem during that time. Then when I got into management, I was running after money. I can make so much money running the mall, running the store, a lot of money. It was good. And it's all sales. And I train a lot of people how to sell. You sell, they make money, I make more money. I sell, I make money. It was good. But my life sucked. It's like 6-day work week, 24 hours on the phone, and they will call if there's a problem. I'm at home, but I still need to help, so. And I didn't have any passion. I don't really enjoy my job actually, but it can make money. But missing was the passion. Then when I was a researcher and doing startup in Taiwan, I say, I want to chase the dream. I think I can really create my own job, my own life, what I want to do. But I realized cannot make money. It's difficult. It's difficult to start something from zero, convince people, hey, give me money. But it's not that simple. So unfortunately, I also now move on to the next thing, which is consulting. So I say stability, make some money, have a home, can buy a car, maybe a dog, just a very simple life, right? And survive. But realize I don't have, what's my purpose in life? What is my purpose? So I feel empty still. So all these time I always change my goal for my career, I realize something is always missing. It will happen to everyone. We will never be satisfied. We're human beings, always want something, and then when we have it, we want more or we complain about something. It's just normal for us. So we have to realize that we will have different stage in life, different stage, okay? So in my timeline, you can see that I studied my undergraduate, and then now I go back to studying my PhD. It's because I'm trying to figure out what. First, when all of you are undergraduate, yes, undergraduate? The 4-year BA ma? Everyone, okay. Any master degree here? Master's degree? 有吗？博士班? PhD? Okay, so no old people, only me. So when we're undergraduate, like all of you, I think most of us study to figure out what our job is. But now when I'm studying my PhD, it's different. I'm studying what my life is. We need to see there's difference between job and life, because sometimes we always think it's the same, right? Job equal life. And I think right now that's a lot of your focus. But what I want to say is that job is only part of life. Life is bigger and job is underneath it, okay? So that leads me to now, how am I taking my life and making it my job in Taiwan? So you can see I'm doing a lot, so I'm still trying to figure it out. It's pretty difficult, but everything from studying, Taiwan's been great to me. For 5 years, I've been able to study, do research. Now teaching university, I think is great. Even coming to PU talks is amazing that you guys would invite me. You know, who am I? Some foreigner who can't speak Chinese, but I still have a chance to share with you. It's really cool. And doing a lot of other things, random things like 我是组织这个亚洲 beatbox 公开赛. It's like I love beatbox when I'm young. And I meet someone here, and he is the beatbox Zuban. And then now I am part of the project, and it's like, wow, Taiwan really make me young again. So I can find my passion and love for things I like to do. So a lot of different activity that Taiwan gave me the ability to do, and it's really, I'm lucky is what I want to say, and quite happy, but still trying to figure out what is my identity. What am I still running after? Because I'm doing so many different things, teaching, consulting, some other jobs, but what do I truly want to do? So that leads me to talk about ikigai. So I think you guys already saw this word on the AD or the topic. So what's ikigai? It's basically some model to tell you how to find your purpose in life. So maybe you can ask yourself, why do you wake up every single day? Why do you ask yourself, why I wake up every single day? What is my purpose? And also to find what life is worth living for, right? Why you want to live your life. So this is ikigai, has a lot of different meanings. If we achieve ikigai, ikigai allows us to have the most happy feeling in our life. The most happiness is supposed to make us stress-free. We are very peaceful people. We will, just ignore all the negativity, but very positive. And that's ultimately the goal. And then lastly is the longevity, is your age. You can live very, very long age, maybe over 100 years old. And that's because it's come from Okinawa, 知道 Okinawa 吗? In Japan. So ikigai is from Okinawa. And Okinawa has the most people that are 100 years and older live in Okinawa. In the whole world, Okinawa have the most people that are 100 years and older. So they call the land of the immortal. Immortal means you never die. And the people there say it's because they practice ikigai. So when I just hear that, I'm like, wow, I really need to find out what ikigai is and try to shape my life around it, because I want to live long, I want to be happy, and I don't want to have stress. So that's ikigai. Now, how do we do it? Ikigai have 4 areas. The main area talk about do things you are good at. Do things that you're good at. Second part says do things you love. Third part, do things that give back to the world. Help someone else, help the world. And then last, do something you can get rewarded for. And the reward usually they talk about is like money, for example, right? So if I'm doing my job, my reward is I get money back. So that's an example. Now, if you can find all 4 of those areas, the intersection in the middle, that is your ikigai. Seems quite simple, right? We can fill out the circles and figure out everything. But unfortunately, it's not that simple. So I will share my ikigai, how far I've gotten so far. So you remember the 4 problems, right, that I had from before? Actually, ikigai can help me solve each problem, because if you see, first we talk about growth. So if I do things that I'm good at, I should get better at it, right? I should keep growing. If I do things I love, I will have passion and motivation to do it. If I do things for the world, I feel like I have purpose because I'm helping someone or I'm giving back to the world. And then last is, I didn't make money, but if I find the reward, you get the money, right? You get compensated. So actually, ikigai, some reason, has a very strong connection to my problems and what I could not find. So I think it's very helpful to actually find ikigai. And for me, still trying to identify what my ikigai is. We can see, what am I good at doing? I'm good at branding and I'm good at designing. That's maybe not my work skill, but it's my personal skill that I feel I'm good at and I want to continue. So, okay, I pick those things. What I love to work out, fitness, fitness. And also I love to beatbox, maybe later, not now. And for the world, actually, I love the beach. I go to the beach a lot. I grew up at the beach in the US, but here I go to the Wusigang a lot in Touzheng, in Yilan, because it's quite near to Taipei. So I go there a lot, and I also try to clean the beach and do a lot of the activity like that. So actually, I'm already doing something for the world. And then last, I'm a consultant and a researcher, and that's how I make my money. So, okay, now I have identified all those areas, but still, I don't know what the middle is, the ikigai, right? So we can fill out ikigai, but are we doing the things that can do all 4 circles at the same time is the question. That's how we maybe can try to find our ikigai. So I want to introduce a project called How Good. Now this project I'm creating is for me to find my ikigai. And in the How Good is actually the 4 circles I put. So it's 3, and then the degree. So it's the degree. And that is the meaning behind the name. Also, how good, actually how means good because it's 你好的好. So it's just mean good, actually, yeah. But why how good? Because how good can I live is the question. How good can I give? So that's the meaning, the branding behind my project. It's really also based off ikigai. So How Good wants to focus on the 学会自人, social impact, so sort of like what iDO is doing, and then also P-Talk focus on this topic as how to help the world and help others. So basically I want to try to build the How Good to become event and brand management team that will design the activity, we deliver, we execute the activity, and is focused on the social impact. So for example, beach cleanup is very easy, right? 惊叹 is everyone do it, everyone know what it is, it's popular. But how good can I do beach cleanup? So usually beach cleanup, you have a group of people, let's say all of you guys, right? Next week, Saturday, we go to a 海边 nearby and we're gonna clean the beach. That's usually how beach cleanup work, and then just done. But what I wanna do is try to make it a little bit more. How? I want to add gamification. You guys have heard of the word gamification, ma? Right. It's come from game, like really, like gaming. I think I see some guys, maybe girls, you guys are also gamers, right? How many play games? Okay, so you know the word ranking, right? You rank, you get points, things like that. That's the element of the game is actually used in the real life. Even if we go to 全家 or 7 and we get the 点数, this is called gamification, right? Because we want to get the wanju or the toy or something before someone else do. So we buy and get the 点数 and okay, done, and trade and get, this is gamification. And by doing that, it's going to create competition with each other. And research actually say that the competition is healthy and it's good. It's make more people involved, motivated to do an activity. So I take the gamification and I put it back into beach cleanup. How? So instead of a group of people, right, go to the beach and clean up everything, why not make it 2 groups of people, okay? More people against each other. Who can clean up the beach better? So that means clean up more trash as well. So we can make competition. We can time them. Say you have 3 hours. Who can clean up the most trash? Team 1, team 2, go. And it's become more fun and exciting, like a sport. It's not just go clean up the beach, right? It's go clean up the beach, and now you have to compete with someone else. It will force you to be more proactive. And it's sort of become like a sport, right? Let's say team 1 has 55 kg, team 2 has 50 kg. Okay, 1.5 hours left. And team 2 is like, oh, they're beating us by 5 kg. Hurry, 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 right? It's become more exciting now. And maybe team 1 is in Kending and team 2 is in Yilan, right? So it's sort of like how we're helping in different areas as well. It's sort of my vision, how we can do this event. So that's the first part, how good I can make beach cleanup. Second thing, influencering. 你们知道 influencer 吗？是 KOL, IGer 或者 celebrity, right? So what we want to do is connect with all these people, and my network, I have that ability, and we want them because they have the reach. They are all have the fan base, and the people will listen to them because we want to tell people what is really happening in society, right? Why, instead of just clean up the beach, why is the beach dirty? That's what we should be teaching the people, not teach you to go clean the beach. We want the beach to be clean, right? We don't want to go there and clean the trash. So this is prevention. We shouldn't just recover. We should do prevention. So we do the beach cleanup, yes, but the message is we want to teach the younger generation, how do you prevent the trash to go to the ocean, end up on your beach? That's the more important thing. So we want to use the influencer can send a message to everyone because social media is huge, especially in Taiwan. Like Facebook is the second highest rate, and then there's Singapore. So, but social media in the whole world in general. And then again, I want to raise awareness. I want to educate and share how we can try to be better to whatever the cause is, how we can prevent problems, right? So influencing. Now, how do I do that here? So we have 2 teams. Why not 2 team captains, 2 influencers, 2 KOL, 2 famous people, and we put them in the 2 different beach, right? So actually that means more people will come because their fans will come clean with them. I already have some friends now who do the events every year, and they have almost 100 people will come clean the beach with them, right? So the idea here now is how do we make the beach cleanup bigger, better, and also more powerful for the message. So then we can actually clean up more trash in that one time that we do the event. And last is the social media. I want to do like the live stream, 直播 or something like this, and people will watch online. So there's offline and online activity at the same time. So now it's really how we are trying to do the beach cleanup with a purpose. So this is how good I think I can do beach cleanup. This is one example, one activity. And it's right now called the Sunset Eco Battle, just some branding. But we're planning to do this next year. It's the first project I will do for How Good. So this one focus on nature, right? It's about the beach. We also want to do things in the future, like taking care of like the mountains or something like this. But we also have to take care of human, right? Human nature. You have to take care of both things, the people that live on the earth and the earth itself. So I also have other activities, but I won't talk about that right now. But the idea is I want to keep adding different activity for the different purpose. So the beach cleanup I just shared with you is one activity about nature, but we have many ideas, and I have many collaboration that I can do in the future. But right now we're just getting started, right? So I want to focus one event, make it happen maybe once every year, twice a year, and then focus to do other events as well. So the idea is once we have create a lot of event, that means a lot of people coming. I want to continue the gamification out after the activity, and that means having like leaderboard. So you can go online, maybe in the future to How Good, Facebook, IG, or .com, and you can see actually the ranking of the people involved. Maybe the KOL have the many points because this KOL do a lot of activity, so they're number 1 on the list, right? Or maybe one of you is participate in the event, and you go to many events, and you get a point for every event. And maybe in Taichung, you are number one in Taichung for doing how good events. So you get the recognition because we want to recognize you for participating. We want to recognize you, give you credit for helping give back to the world. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's optional, right? But the point is, every time we do something, we go feed someone food, we go donate money, we go clean the beach. What happens after? It just sort of stops. But can we keep repeating and get more people involved? So the idea behind the gamification will create more interaction with company that want to sponsor, the public who want to go with the KOL that they like, whoever your favorite IGer is, maybe they will do some event and you will want to go every event. So this is sort of the idea of how good we want to do. Is try to increase the amount of times we do good activity, right? Not just once every now and then. Increase the participation. I don't just want you guys. I want 5 universities there, right? Maybe we can do the beach cleanup, 静宜大学 versus Donghai versus another Taichung university. Who won? And then now it's Taichung versus Tainan, right? And then, okay, then it's going to be like a Taiwan competition, something like that. So this is sort of the idea, how we can keep growing the community. And Taiwan is perfect to do that because it's such a small island. We're actually very easy to have access to communicate with each other. And that is Project How Good. So everyone asks me, Ray, why you can do this, right? My Chinese suck and I'm foreigner, why I can doing this. But actually I realize from all that I'm doing right now, the activities, I have a network already and I should make use of the network that I have. So everything from my branding and designing, actually I've done some projects and I have the network for the event team, the media team. I also have that network. They can easy to plan with me to do an activity. The fitness and the beatbox help. Fitness, I have a lot of people who owning the gyms and I have some ideas how we can create some social impact. Maybe the different gyms want to go to the beach and compete against each other as well because it's a sport, for example. And for beach cleanup, actually, I have a company that I partner with a friend. We do the beach gym. And the government there is give us a lot of support. So I can do beach cleanup as well. And then last is just the consulting and research. I do a lot of CSR research, the 企业思维责任. So I have the access to the company HR. And they want to do this type of activity. So actually, it sort of makes sense. So that's why I try to build Project How Good around it. And I hope I can find my ikigai by using Project How Good. So once you find your ikigai, what happens after? Is it finished? No. It's only first level. I also do gamification for my ikigai. I can do every activity, means I keep increasing my level. And it's actually can go on forever. So if I keep doing Project How Good for the rest of my life, I should be happy. I should be content with my life. I should be healthy, growing in terms of my skill and loving what I do and giving back to the world and making money at the same time. So it's sort of, that's why Project How Good hopefully will help me achieve my ikigai. Now before I end, I want you to meet somebody. This is my Dai Nanai. And I actually just met her a few years ago. She lives in Taiwan. I did not know that. And when I met her, it's just really great inspiration because she's already quite old, but she loves ice cream and she can eat all the sugar she wants. She doesn't have to worry about her diet. She's so healthy. She also loves to watch drama until 2 in the morning. It's crazy. Her son, my uncle, go to sleep at like 9 or 10 p.m. She can go to sleep at 2 a.m. and watch drama. She's so healthy. And this year, she turned 100 years old. She's 100. You know, and what she told me, she says, smile, no stress, happy. That's it. You know, so when I see ikigai, I see my ama, and then I think about Okinawa and the people 100 years and older. It's really make me think, wow, I need to do something like this because she is the family member that can really inspire me to live a happy and healthy life. So I challenge you, how good can you be? All right, thank you.